Hi, Ellie Weber, Kabbalah Guru. Welcome back to my channel. If you're here, you've probably already figured out that we got knocked off of YouTube, and now we're going to be meeting on Rumble for 2 weeks. It's a 2-week strike, so that's the good news. I don't know what's going to happen with the daily 11 o'clock Tanya Torah shir. I'm going to try to do it on Rumble. We'll see what happens. Anyway, please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so I can send you other videos. I don't even know if there is. I guess there is some kind of notification bell on Rumble. We will get through this, and this is an opportunity. We have to look at all these things as opportunities to strengthen ourselves. I'm going to try to put together an email list so I can keep in contact with you guys. But the Kabbalah Guru family is here to stay. We're just shifting platforms for a couple of weeks. So that's it. Let's rock. Information that's pouring out. I mean, we're in the beginning of the storm. The information that's pouring out now is colossal. On all fronts, the information is pouring out. I watched a beautiful video from my friend Dr. Zelenko this morning, and he's talking about the war between the godliness, the people who, respect godliness and worship God, and those who don't, the forces of the Satan, the snake, the reptilians. At the same time, I'm getting a lot of information about the sort of extraterrestrial forces, about advanced civilizations that have pre-existed us, and the information is just pouring out. I had an experience yesterday. I decided not to ride my bicycle to the park, but to walk, because I feel like sometimes when you go through something like on wheels, it's a little bit fast, and I wanted to sort of absorb it a little more. And it was really an amazing experience. I think I'm going to keep walking for a while. It's just, I feel more grounded when I'm walking. I saw some incredible things, but one thing that I saw that I think is really like kind of like highlights what's going on right now. And I'm going to tie this in with the Torah portion of the day, because I still believe, as always, that we should do as the Alter Rebbe says and live with the Torah portion of the day. Okay, so before I get to my story, let me go through the Torah portion of the day. In today's Torah portion, we're in Parshas Vayechi right now, which is he lived, and it talks about Jacob's passing. So in today's Torah portion, Joseph comes to his father Jacob, and Jacob is passing over. This is a tremendous story, and it's like Chaya Sarah, in that it's like it says the life of Sarah, and then it talks about how she passes. So the idea here is that we don't really pass, and that I remember my father once said to me when I was a little tiny boy, he says, as long as you're here, I'm here. And this is all about the children. This is, and so in this Parsha too, it's all about the children. It's all about the continuance of the idea of freedom, the idea of godliness. It's this long struggle that we're coming to the end, I believe, of this struggle against the serpent, against big tech, big pharma, a public education system that wants to eradicate godliness. This is really, we're in the storm against evil itself, and we've been given a tool, which is the internet, which will help us, which we didn't have before. In the era of Kennedy, we didn't have an internet that would help us slay the dragon, but now we do. So I believe this is a time of tremendous empowerment, of tremendous communication, of tremendous advancement as we understand who we really are in the cosmic scheme, in the cosmic history. But it's all about the children. So in this, in today's Parsha, I'm going to read the bracha, because I think the blessing, the blessing is very important. Saying, God, whom my fathers, Abraham and Yitzhak, served closely, God who has been caring for me from when I came into existence until today. May it be your will that the angel who delivers me from trouble bless these boys. And may my name and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac be perpetuated through them, and like fish may they multiply among mankind on earth. And we are seeing this continuance. We are seeing, so now I'm going to go back to the park yesterday. What did I see in the park? I saw two things. First of all, I was feeling very, very lonely. I was feeling desperately lonely when I went to the park. And I decided to sit on a bench. I saw a great blue heron fly into a tree, which is, I have a friend at the park. It's this great blue heron that I occasionally see, and he kind of comes to me when I need him. But he flew into a branch of the tree, and I was just sitting there kind of watching him. And a very close friend of mine came and sat next to me, and we had a very nice time, and we walked home together. So, I realized, I had prayed to God, please, I'm feeling so lonely right now. And here it was, one of my best friends came and sat next to me, and we watched the bird together, and we walked home together. And on our way out of the park, we had two experiences, which I think really typifies what's going on right now. The first was we saw a crowd of people, maybe like 50, 75 people, no masks. We didn't see any masks. I mean, I didn't notice the masks at first. I just saw people. And they were just kind of mulling around. So my friend and I asked a woman, what is this gathering? And she said they were there to celebrate the passing of one of their close friends. And this friend had been like a poet and some kind of a leader in the community, that was a spiritual leader, I believe, for these people. And my friend, just an amazing question, he asked the woman, what did this woman give you that you remember? And she looked at him, and without hesitation, she said, she once told me that I'm lovable, and that I have great value, and that, I deserve to be loved, and I'm beautiful. And that's really the message, the same message that I have for you guys. You are the only one in the history of reality who can be you. The cabal, the evil ones, the Satan wants you to think that you're just a body, you're just a nuisance to them, but you are a soul, a very high soul. Apparently, among the beings of the galaxies, we are highly developed in our emotional prowess. We have emotions that most of the other creatures don't have. So do not undervalue yourself. Understand that, like these people, and like myself yesterday who was feeling lonely, I feel lonely, yet I have this incredible family, this Kabbalah guru family. So if I'm feeling lonely, probably a lot of other people are too, because the Kabbalah wants to separate us, wants us to feel that we're all alone, wants us to get us into the fear space. So I saw these beautiful people coming together, and they were very close to each other. They weren't standing 6 feet apart. They were all like bunched up in a big huddle. It was so beautiful. On my way out of the park, I saw a line on the street. I turned to my friend, I said, what's going on? He said, they're all lining up like sheep. They're willingly submitting because they're so frightened. They've been led into such fear. They're not bad people. They're just so scared that they believe this medicine will relieve their anxiety, and indeed it will. But it's not the kind of relief that you want. You don't want to leave the planet. We need you here. We need everybody. This is a force that cannot be stopped. You cannot stop godliness. We will win. We are winning. This is the storm. We are in the beginning of the storm. There are great things in place, I believe, to bolster us up. But the enemy, the Satan, the elites, big pharma, big education, all these big money, big theft. They've been stealing our money, building cities underground for themselves as they, destroy us. There's going to be, from what I understand, there's going to be a lot of death on the planet coming up. Do not be discouraged. These are people who chose this pathway. They have to go through what they have to go through. We all choose our destiny. But the main thing to learn from today's Parsha is that it's all about the children. It's all about passing down the idea of godliness. This is all about God. in Tanya today, I don't know if I'm going to get to teach my Tanya Torah course, but in Tanya they also talk about tshuva, that if you've done a sin, you can come back to God, and it's a very powerful union when you do come back. So, I don't think we should be like punishing ourselves or thinking badly of ourselves, but we must hang together. I mean, I want this family to blossom. I mean, the more you press us, the greater we become. The seeds have been planted, and the seeds are growing. I'm a great people on my channel last night wanted to know the trees behind me in my live meeting, and I had planted them from seeds from esrog, which is like a citron that we use on sukkahs. But the idea of a seed, of bringing the klalos, the general feeling of God, into a seed, into chokmah, into a thought, into a small thought that contains within it all things. The people who are getting it will not be able to appreciate in this form. They may be reincarnated. I don't know what's going to happen with them. Are they going to shut down the internet? Well, they shut down my channel. And they didn't shut it down for a live meeting. They shut it down for one of my regular videos. So please don't blame yourselves for putting on posts on my channel. But it's part of their plan to shut us down. I mean, the same thing is happening in the markets. All the independent markets, the gold and silver is down, a bit. Cryptos are down. They don't want us to have independence. They want to enslave us so they can have it all. That's the whole plan of depopulation. And if you look at the Georgia Guidestones, this is something you must research on your own. Check out the Georgia Guidestones. They are planning that only 500 million people will survive this. This is not going to go well for them. They are going to be destroyed because there are many more of us, and godliness will survive, and we will bring our children forth with the idea of godliness, with an understanding of the big picture, of the purpose, that we all have a purpose here. This is not just random Darwinism, survival of the fittest. That is a phony baloney concept that the Kabbalah likes to push. But one of the things I found out was that these Georgia Guidestones say they want to eradicate 14 out of 15 people, so they'll have it all. They already have all these underground structures, which I believe the White Hats have been steadily destroying. So there is a force. The Space Force, I believe, is in control. The things you're seeing, they're going to try to fake like there's a big nuclear war event going on. There's going to be all kinds of misinformation and counter-information. We're coming into the storm mamish. We've been warned about this. Please come to my Telegram channel. I put a lot of videos there. I also have a website. I'm going to hopefully be publishing more. And if anybody wants to help me publish articles, I would greatly appreciate it, because I have to put out like 25 articles in order to get monetized. And this may become like a source. It could be a source of income for all of us. For anybody who helps me with the writing, I will definitely, once we get it up and running, I will definitely want to share whatever I get from that. So there's a lot of good news behind the stormy moves. I wouldn't get focused or fixated on this talk of war and all these, and there will be people leaving the planet. And like I said, there were people just lined up but that was like a direct contradiction, a direct opposition to these beautiful souls that we're all gathering around. And by the way, the woman who passed, this leader of the community, had in her will that she wanted to donate a bench to the people, and so her bench was being was in the park, and I'm gonna probably sit on that bench at some point as I develop my koyach and my strength and my resources during this incredible time of opportunity. This is the good times. We will tell our kids about these times, about how we went through. This is like D-Day. I mean, but it's not with bullets, it's with information. So to not be afraid, stay away from discouraging news. If you can, I have all my email information. I have Telegram up. I have Rumble up. I'm going to keep doing as much as I can. I'm going to try to put together an email list. I've been putting that off for this moment when, I'll have a little extra time. Possibly, I may take a day off to visit my my 90-year-old mother on Wednesday. That's not sure. So if you don't see me trying to do a live meeting on Wednesday, do not think that I've disappeared. I am here. We are here. We have this Kabbalah Guru family. We are hanging together. We're going to support each other through this storm. We're going to get through it. And not only are we going to get through it, we're going to get through it amazingly with great resources. I was talking to my friend Monica yesterday about buying a farm up north. I mean, all these things are possibilities. There will probably be a lot less people here soon. So we will have more resources at our command. I mean, this is not the way we want to gain resources, but we will benefit from this, unfortunately. This is not the way I want to benefit, but we will. And we will strengthen ourselves. We will strengthen our children. We will strengthen our family. We're going forth into the greatest age ever. This is the Great Awakening. Everyone on the planet is coming into awakening. This is the era of Mashiach. You know, who Mashiach is, that will be revealed. There could be even false flags with this, I'm hearing. They could like try to fake a Mashiach. I mean, there's going to be a lot of strange things going on the planet moving forward. But we're going to hang together. We're going to figure out information systems. It could be on Gmail. We're going to hang together, and we're going to share information one way or another. We'll figure out a way to do it. Okay, so please like and subscribe to my Rumble channel. You know, keep coming. I'm going to be posting here every day my regular videos, and I'll try to do a live video at 11. I may be taking Wednesday off to go see my mother. Just know that you are the one, and we're going into this is a time of great opportunity. Those people that are leaving the planet, they need to go through a recycling process. They were caught up in the fear, and it's just too much for them, and the information that's going to be coming forth soon is going to be, mind-boggling. I don't think anyone who comes to my channel will have any problem at all assimilating the information. I put some videos out on my Telegram channel, and I will continue to put out interesting information. I saw a great speech. I started a great speech by Dr. Zelenko. He really captures this. He's a personal friend of mine. Just an amazing human being. But this is all opportunity. To not be discouraged, and that's it. Just hang in there, man. It's going to be okay. If you bought a little silver, you'll have a little silver. I believe their economic system is about to implode. Their political system is imploding. The medical system is imploding. Soon we will have med beds. We'll have tremendous cures, and we will be able to really use telepathy. I don't think we're going to need the internet much longer. But right now, it's a good thing to have. Okay, so please like and subscribe. Hit the Rumble notification bell, whatever it is. Come to us on Telegram, and I'm going to try to get together this email thing. If you can, go to my show more. Shoot me an email if you're not on the list. If you took my Kabbalah course, I probably have your email. But if you didn't, please take it. Send money if you can, if you have extra. We're going to get through this. Maybe we'll build a farm. We'll have it. It's going to be good. So don't be discouraged. Okay. May the force be with you, and God bless.